Hello everyone, welcome to the episode number 11 of Q&A series with Suresh GP. Now, one of the topics that has been more important these days is the concept of blameless postmortem. Now, what is blameless postmortem and how do you achieve the result of blameless postmortem? As you know, today we handle a lot of incidents. We have resolution and we need to work with cross-functional teams to get to a logical closure. Now, many of the times there is a level of blame game between the different teams, be it a network team, storage team, development team, infrastructure team, and that's not a healthy sign. So what is the opportunity for us to do a review of the incidents without putting blame on others? And that is what we call as blameless postmortem. We typically do a retrospective. So once an incident is resolved, we come back and find out what were the lessons learned. We have a historical information of the incident timeline. How did we approach the incident? What were the structural resolutions and why did it happen? We also have to find an opportunity to prevent such things from happening again. So what are some of those best practices that you can inculcate to do a blameless postmortem? Number one, build a system of shared ownership. Remember, if developers are focusing on defects per lines of code and operations teams are focusing on response time and resolution time, there is no sense of shared ownership. So building something like a service level objective will give both the teams a sense of shared ownership. Number two, provide an environment of psychological safety. People tend to behave differently if they know that if they fail, they will be punished or penalized. So have an environment where people are open and receptive towards criticism, accept failures, because not everything goes as per the norm. And it is important to give people an opportunity to learn from failure and grow up. The third principle is to focus on the incident and not the person. Because many a times we tend to be very stigmatized to the person who was handling the incident. Remember, generally people are good in resolving the incidents based on the information that they have on hand. So we need to give them an opportunity to explain their position and take it from that perspective of looking at the incident objectively rather than looking at the person who committed it. Finally, it's important to have a wall, what we call as the failure wall, where each and everyone post what has happened in the previous past. This would give us all an opportunity to say that we are not alone. In fact, Spotify has a wall called the failure wall. That way, we all encourage ourselves to be open and receptive to failures, think that it is not a problem, and we learn from each other's mistake and help each other. So I hope in your own organization, as you do your major incidents and incident resolutions, it is important to do a system of blameless postmortem because it improves the morale of the team. It gives opportunity for everybody to take charge and say that how can we do this together to make it successful. I hope this edition of Q&A was useful. I look forward to seeing you in our next episode of Q&A series. Until then, stay safe and I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Thank you very much.